say anything. Where is he?
He's in the work group. You're all new. The shoes, the dress, the hat.
Top to bottom. I'm surprised you recognized me. Do I look all right?
You look
You look
beautiful.
great.
It took me 3 hours to get dressed. That's why I'm so late.
I believe our little Miss Bollish must be in love. Did you have a rendezvous with him tonight?
How do you know?
Mr. Kodai is an expert on love, which is really quite remarkable, considering he's never been in it.
Good morning, Miss Polish.
You didn't yell at him. What's wrong with him?
He has other things on his mind. Mr. Marichek's very upset.
He is again?
You know who gets the worst of it.
Mr. Novak,
Yes, sir.
do you see this?
Yes.
You know what it is?
Yes, sir. It's a tube of Mona Lisa cold cream.
Here, let's see you try it.
The back came off.
I was under the impression that it was your responsibility to fill them. If that responsibility is too much for you, Mr. Novak, then...
Mr. Marichek,
Or is there something wrong with the tubes? Are they defective?
No, sir, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Then it wouldn't be too much to ask to see that the tubes were filled correctly.
No, sir, it wouldn't be asking too much.
Thank you, Mr. Novak. That's all I wanted to know.
George! George! Wait. Your coat still has Mona Lisa on it. Oh, thank you, Ladislav. Come on. I can feel you vibrating. It's a new suit, Ladislav. I've never worn it to work before.
Well, what's the occasion?
The biggest ever. I'm meeting her tonight.
Oh, the letter girl. Face to face at last.
Face to face. At last.
Well,
I hope she lives up to your expectations. Can I tell you something, Ladislav? I hope she doesn't. I mean, I hope she's not as beautiful as I think she is, or as brilliant as I think she is. Because if she is, then what will she think of me? A very ordinary clerk in a very ordinary shop? And a terrible liar?
a liar.
The things I wrote in those letters, Ladislav.
You lied?
I certainly exaggerated.
No wonder you're vibrating.
I'm nervous and upset because this girl I've never met, I get to meet tonight at 8. I'm taking her to dinner at a charming old cafe, but who can eat tonight at 8? It's early in the morning and our date is not till 8 o'clock tonight, and yet already I can see what a nightmare this whole day will be. I haven't slept a wink, I only think of our approaching tete-a-tete tonight at 8. I feel a combination of depression and elation. What a state to wait till 8. 3 more minutes, 2 more seconds, 10 more hours to go. In spite of all I've written, she may not be very smitten, and my hopes, perhaps, may all collapse. Kaput! Tonight at 8. I wish I knew exactly how I'll act and what will happen when we dine tonight at 8. I know I'll drop the silverware, but will I spill the water or the wine tonight at 8? Tonight I'll down inside the smartest girl in town, and it's anybody's guess. More and more I'm breathing less and less. My imagination, I can see our conversation taking shape tonight at 8. I'll sit there saying absolutely nothing, or I'll jabber like an ape tonight at 8. 3 more minutes, 2 more seconds, 10 more hours to go. I'll know when this is done, if something's ended or begun, and if it goes alright, who knows, I might propose tonight at 8.
the Mona Lisa.
Well, what do you care? You're in love with some nice, eligible young bachelor. Pretty soon you'll be able to kiss all this goodbye. Tell me, what's he like? Tell me all about him. I love to suffer.
Well,
Is he tall?
so-so.
So 6 feet? So 5 feet?
I never measured.
Color of hair? Color of eyes?
Sandy hair, not really light, not really dark.
And the eyes?
Bluish, greenish,
Brownish?
a little.
Is he handsome?
It's difficult to say. I mean, at times he is, and then again, at times he's not.
Well built?
Oh, average.
Can I give you a piece of good advice? Don't lose him in a crowd.
Why am I such an unconvincing liar? The fact is, I've never met him. Ever. Really.
Never?
That's why I don't know if he's tall, wide, short, or narrow, or even what his name is.
You mean all this fuss is just for a blind date? My God, you're even more desperate than I am.
It's not a blind date. I know him.
How?
Letters. Many, many letters.
You belong to a Lonely Hearts Club?
I've never done that sort of thing. I used to read the advertisements in the papers.
Well, who hasn't? Young man wants young lady. Young lady wants young man.
But I never took them seriously. Until one day I saw his advertisement. Even then, I tried not to answer it really. But he kept calling out to me.
He could be 75.
The advertisement said young man.
You haven't even asked for a photograph?
I don't know his name or what he looks like, but I have a much more certain guide. I can tell exactly what he looks like inside. When I undertook this correspondence, little did I know I'd grow so fond. Little did I know our views would so correspond. He writes me what his feelings are, a sharp, commercial everyone. The more I read, the more I find, we're one and right and wrong. I know the kind of home we share, the books, the prints, the music there, a home and life that's warm and full and rich in love and art. I don't need to see his handsome profile. I don't need to see his manly frame. All I need to know is in each letter, each long-revealing letter, I couldn't know him better. If I knew his name, I know him so well, Alona. I know he's a very successful person and terribly well educated. And he's gentle, kind, soft-spoken. I know all this about him and so much more. I've just never met him. That's all. We want to
handsome.
this
Doesn't much matter. But his personal habits more important than his looks. Supposing he snores like a locomotive. Supposing he grinds his teeth. Supposing he's a Good luck with your books.
He thinks
Does he tell that invention?
he
So sexy when you and he are all alone. Come to think of it, maybe you're right.
see his handsome
I was taken in by someone's friend. I was taken in by someone's friend. How I confused
what long revealing letter I
hope you do much
better if I knew his name.
I knew his name.
What's in our name?
Mr. Novak,
Yes, sir?
perhaps you can help me. I am looking for the Christmas decorations and I don't see them.
Well, they're not up yet, sir. I was going to talk to you about that in a day or so.
I am sick and tired of your running to me like a baby over every little matter that comes up.
Mr. Marichek, that's not fair. Excuse me.
Kindly inform all the employees that they'll have to stay late tonight. Now, is that clear? Even to you?
Yes, it's perfectly clear, but I'm afraid I can't make it. I have an appointment. Excuse me. I could stay any other night, tomorrow night, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I assure you we will get on splendidly without you. That's all. Thank you.
That's not all, Mr. Marichek. For the past month, I can't seem to do anything right. Everything's changed. What is it? Is it you? Is it me? If my work's bad now, it's been bad for the last 15 years. Why the hell did you wait until now to start telling me?
How dare you raise your voice in this show? Clumsy idiots!
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Of course, I had to. You see, I had to stop you from doing something silly, like resign.
I am not so sure I appreciate that.
I didn't do it for you. You see, I did it for me. If you were to do something like resign, your successor might come in and take one look at me and say, "What's this oaf doing in this fancy perfumery?"
Vladislav, you're an excellent clerk.
No, I'm an idiot. But at least I'm an idiot with a job. Call me fool, that's alright with me. Here's my rule, never disagree. Where's my pride? Swallowed long ago, deep inside, where it doesn't show. Bowing, scraping, nodding, beaming, always humble, not an ounce of self-respect. Yes sir, you're so right sir, black is white sir. Excuse me while I genuflect, let me put it bluntly, I'm a coward with a wife and children to support. Let me just explain my rationale, it's all in your perspective. Listen to an old Hungarian's philosophy. I am only one of several in a rather small perfumery, which is one of many in this city, which is one of many in this country, which is only one of many countries which are on this continent, which is one of 7 on this not so special planet, which is only one of many in our solar system, which is one of many solar systems in this vast and inconceivable affair that is the universe. So in this infinite, incomprehensible scheme, if a dot called Marichek should scream at a speck called Seagulls, what on earth doesn't matter. So call me fool, that's alright with me. Here's my rules, never disagree. Where's my pride? Swallowed long ago, deep inside, where it doesn't show. Just maintain a true perspective, and it's easy to avoid a clash of wills. Just maintain a true perspective, and make sure you're well supplied with stomach pills. Let me put it bluntly, I'm a coward with a wife and children to support. Actually, my creed is short and simple, 5 essential words, George. Do not lose your job.
Miss Ritter. Miss Ritter.
What?
This is going to be in charge. Here's the lady's name.
Just the name. After such a long conversation, no telephone number.
I don't need it. She's got mine.
Oh, while I have you all here, Miss Polish, Mr. Marichek wants us to stay late tonight
Why?
to put up Christmas decorations. Is that all right?
I guess so.
Of course. Good madam. How are you? Over here.
Mr. Novak. Mr. Novak, I can't stay.
And why not?
I've got a date. You know I've got a date.
I know no such thing.
How can you say that? Why do you think I'm wearing these new clothes? To trim a tree in?
I'm just following Mr. Marichek's instructions.
I can't stay.
You're not being very cooperative, Miss Polish.
Well, why did he have to pick this one night? Or did you pick it, Mr. Novak, just because you knew I had an appointment?
Thank you, madam. Please call again. Do call again, madam.
You know, I find it quite depressing that anyone could hate me that much.
I do not hate you, Miss Polish, but until you came here, this was a happy, peaceful place. Now the whole atmosphere's changed. Everybody's cranky. Mr. Marichek is on the warpath.
That's not my fault.
The Mona Lisa is coming out of the wrong end of the tube.
And that's not my fault. Is it?
You've been filling them.
According to your instructions.
Well, let's not argue about it now. Can we have a truce?
Anytime, Mr. Novak. After all, you're the one who always starts things.
Oh, I'm the one.
You've always resented me from the very first day I came here, when I made you lose that bet to Mr. Marichek. For 10 and 6, wasn't it? To think that anyone could hate me so much. For just 10 and 6.
That is nonsense.
Or was it your male pride that was wounded? Because I went over your head. Men always do seem to resent things like that.
I do not resent you, Miss Polish.
Oh yes, you do.
No, for heaven's sake, I do not. But if I did, I would have a very good reason. Can you deny that you hadn't been here a week before you were making very public, very humiliating remarks about me?
Only because you were going around calling me Miss Amalia Polish. Miss Amalia Polish. You think I liked that?
You think I liked you criticizing my hair, my shoes, my fingernails?
Much better.
That has got to be the rudest, most ill-tempered girl in the world.
Hello, madam. How may I help you?
Yes, I'd like to see the lily scented soap.
Hard at work as usual, I see, Mr. Novak.
Good day, ladies. May I help you?
Tell me, have you made the arrangements about tonight?
Yes, sir. Mr. Sipos, Mr. Kodai, and Miss Ritter can all stay, and our pad, of course.
Well, what about Miss Polish?
She cannot. She has an appointment.
Well, I guess you could hardly prevail upon her to stay when you're not going to.
Any other night, Mr. Marichek.
There seem to be a great many things, Mr. Novak, that interest you far more than your position here.
But, Mr. Marichek, I couldn't work harder at this shop if I owned it.
If you owned it, let me tell you something, my young friend, you will never get your hands on this shop. Never! Not if I have to come down from heaven and smite you myself. Is that Get away from me.
Oh, I will get away, and permanently.
Good I take that as your resignation, Mr. Novak.
Yes, sir, because that is exactly what it is.
Very well, I accept it, effective immediately. Miss Ritter will have your final pay.
Is this the large or the medium?
It's the medium.
Then show me the large. I don't have all day. Like a cake of pastel, salt, buttercup, shampoo, is there a sale? Let me have a hairnet, bubble bath, how much you charge for the Mona Lisa? Hey, Mr. Novak, are you leaving?
Oh, it should be good news for you, Miss Polish. Very good news. I won't be arguing with you anymore. I just quit my job.
Why?
Well, as a matter of fact, I didn't have much choice.
I don't know what to say.
Well, then, don't say anything. Especially not that you're sorry. Let's not end our relationship on that false note. Goodbye, Miss Polish.
Mr. Novak, you're the condemned woman who will last word. I've never wished you harm. Ever. You've got to believe that.
I believe you, Miss Polish, and may I say, I hope you meet a very nice man and have many children. And for the sake of my successor in this job, I hope it's soon!
Let me have a
Just won't be the same without you.
Sorry to see you go.
Will he like me when we meet? Will the shy and quiet girl he's going to see be the girl that he's imagined me to be? Will he like me? Will he like the girl he sees? If he doesn't, will he know enough to know that there's more to me than I may always show? Will he like me? Will he know that there's a world around? Waiting to warn him. How I'm hoping that his eyes and ears won't misinform him. Will he like me? Who can say? How I wish that we could meet another day. It's absurd for me to carry on this way. Oh, try not to. Will he like me? He's just got to. When I am in my room alone and I
icicles over there?
Icicles? Well, I don't see any.
Could you ask Mr. Kodai if he's got them?
Mr. Kodai, Miss Ritter would like to know if you have her icicles.
Icicles? Please tell her that's all I've been getting from her for several weeks.
Well,
I
he
heard
says...
Why else would I be laughing so uncontrollably?
See, Coach, what do you think of a girl who goes with a guy, tells him she loves him, and then suddenly drops him?
Well, I think that
Before you answer that, Ladislav, what do you think of a man who breaks 3 dates with a girl in a little over a week?
It's
A little over a week?
8 days.
I don't recall 3 dates.
You don't recall anything. You never did.
You're so wrong, Alona. I recall our evenings together. I recall them very well. Our private little booth at the Rathskeller, remember? Oh, come on, Alona, let's go there tonight. You always loved the Rathskeller, the Chinese food, the gypsy fortune teller, and that rumba band. Ilona. Come with me, Ilona. I miss you so much. How I envy each evening when work is through, for I have only me to be with, while you have you. Without